All right, everybody, welcome back to WCG 2019 Grand Finals here in Xi'an. We've got some more Dota 2 action for you coming up, and we have a ripper of a match.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 1 and 2 on the scoreboard, right?
I believe so. We've got Newbee versus Hippomaniacs. Newbee, as far as we know, they're 5-0. Hippomaniacs were 4-1.
Yep.
So both looking really, really good to finish at the top of the group, stay out of any nasty tiebreaker scenarios, anything like that. Matt, why do you think these two teams have been doing so well at this event?
I mean, we saw Newbee playing yesterday, right? And they just looked really composed. They knew the complete limits. We saw the BKBs come out at the exact same time for their Lina and Gyrocopter, I believe. And we're just having a look at the overview now of sort of how they got to this stage and what the schedule's been like so far. So we have 8 teams here. You get 3 points for a win, 0 points for a loss, all best of 1 round robins. So there's no excuse. You can't say, oh, we got an unlucky seeding or something like that. You know, it's all just, you have to lay it out there. You need to win every single match, and everyone's really important. Top 4 go to the knockout stage, which is being played tomorrow. First playing 4th, second playing 3rd, and then it's the top 3 that do take home the prize pool there. Yeah,
there's a fair amount of money on the line, 140K, nothing to sneeze at. I was just having a look at the most up-to-date standings. It seems like this is actually Newbee's last. Well, we got the standings coming up, but this is actually going to be.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit different, but yeah, we've really seen Thunder Predator take a bit of a dive from what was a quite promising start that they had at the very start of the day.
Yeah, CDEC and Thunder Predator, I feel like both struggling a little bit after coming out of the gate, looking really good. Black Sheep, at least according to this, pretty much mathematically eliminated.
Do you think they felt that coming into the tournament, or do you think they were like, we could probably make top 4? Because you got some quite high-quality teams here, CDEC, Newbee, Hippomaniacs. They all, got to the regional qualifiers for TI.
I think reasonably they were probably hoping to sneak into the top 4.
Yep.
But not necessarily thinking that they were guaranteed to land there.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of their players, like Bloody Nine was tweeting yesterday. After they had a not so great start at the beginning, saying like, okay, now we just have to win from this point.
Yep.
And we already have ourselves a draft. So the one thing I will say is that the standings on Wikipedia are a little bit different. They currently have Newbee at 6-0, and Hippomaniacs at 4-2. So this, if that's the case, then this is actually the last match for both of these two teams. Newbee might even be guaranteed first at this point. I don't know if there's anybody else who can actually contest their spot, but of course they would be perfectly happy with a clean sweep of the group stage, 7-0. Hippomaniacs could be a pretty important win for them. If they get this, I think they're definitely clear of any tiebreakers or anything like that. Losing here could drag them down into some kind of a tie, potentially. So gonna be a pretty important match.
It could be. Right now the top 4 are a little bit separate. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a separation, at least as according to Liquipedia, in terms of the top 4 relative to everyone else, right? The top 4 are sitting on 3 wins so far, and the ones that are falling a little bit behind are Germany, Unicorn, and Thunder Predator. As we talked about before, Black Sheep, not quite mathematically possible for that there. And I believe we are covering Team Germany versus Signal Ultra after this game as well. So
that'll be pretty
really
important for the standings.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if head-to-heads get taken into account as well.
That's true. We're not 100% sure of what the tiebreaker scenario is going to be, so we'll keep you guys up to date as we get more information. Interesting draft so far. I feel like this tournament has had, we haven't necessarily been able to catch every single game. I heard that there was some first pick Mars going on in some of the earlier games. We were talking to Lyrical and Chobra a little bit about that, and now we have a first overall pick of Bane.
And a Phoenix.
As Hippomaniacs just going to go straight into the Phoenix. I know that they love running Tree Phoenix, but it's already been banned out, so instead
I was waiting for that
SP
to come out.
I actually really like this combo together because it's got that, like, SB is one of the melee heroes or melee supports that can actually play 5. Like, he's kind of the 4 for the early game in the sense that you're going to let him get like an Orb of Venom or a Stout Shield or something at the beginning, but effectively after that point he can just play as the 5, and Phoenix can actually soak up a lot of farm. And a Spear Breaker charging into a fight is both super disruptive for the egg, and he's got a huge HP pool for the Sunray, which is awesome. Like, you charge in, Sunray for damage, Spear Breaker staying alive because of Bulldoze and the healing. it's a pretty cool combo.
Could this even be a Phoenix position 3, though? I mean, we haven't seen it so
It could
much
be.
lately.
Yeah, it is a possibility for sure. Newbee already trying to counterpick it a little bit. They go for the jug.
Yeah.
Something like a hero that can fairly reliably hit the egg.
Specifically, yeah, for the egg. But do you think maybe if Hippomaniacs go for more of a gank-oriented lineup, it means that the Juggernaut, if he gets caught out of position, he can't just spin TP away, you know, if you've got that Spirit Breaker attacking him.
Yeah, they are willingly picking him into a situation where it isn't just a free game to spin TP away. So that's certainly something to look out for here, as we do have Morphling and the Troll Warlord being banned out. Man, I'm actually so interested to see what the meta for TI is going to be like, because it feels like the last major to TI qualifiers and then to this, the meta has actually shifted a lot without that many significant changes necessarily to heroes.
And then we've seen some heroes that are just like the hero of the TI patch. You know, we saw it, I think it was TI 5 with Tusk. He just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, TI always has like its own heroes that come in. And I always think that the TI meta always becomes very 5-man oriented as well. So like Tide is way more popular at TI than he is during the rest of the year. You know, these kind of heroes that do have that 5-man team fight potential.
That's what you want to see, though, right? You want to see that big, you know, wombo combo style.
Yeah,
play.
I think so. My theory on it is that people are. It's just a more comfortable way to play Dota when all of your teammates are on your screen and everybody's like working towards the same objective together. If you're, like, you know, let's say you're lower bracket at TI and you're playing anti-mage and it's your job to split push and you make one mistake
that is so stressful.
And you get caught out and you die and you know that you lost your team the game. Nobody wants to be in that situation.
No,
right?
Absolutely not.
So, or it takes somebody with multiple years of TI experience and nerves of steel to be still playing at their best under those circumstances.
And that's the thing, like with TI, you've got the best teams in the world. Like, you can't deny it. The teams that are there are the best teams in the world.
That's the whole point of the circuit over the course of the entire year, plus the qualifiers, plus the fact that we have open qualifiers. The whole point of TI is to have the best 16.
And then once you're there as well, there's that risk of all the teams have that increased level of pressure, right? And so even though they're the best teams, they're not always playing their best Dota. And that's the best thing, right? Because two teams playing at 90% are very, very different from two teams. It bridges the gap a little more. We've seen upsets. We've seen TNC beat OG back at TI7. You know, all these sorts of weird little things.
Man,
but
I love the Shadow Demon pick from Newbee. Pretty good against the Axe, both for the damage on the Soul Catcher, disruption against people who are getting caught out by the Blink Call, and just I think a really strong hero in general at the moment. They do have maybe a slight problem in the sense that they kind of have 2 5s.
Yeah, a bit defensive.
They've got lots of defensive options between the Nightmare and the
which means they need
Deception.
some form of initiation, right? Like Centaur hasn't been banned out just yet. Oh wait, no, sorry, it has by Newbee actually. They were the first
they've got a lot of setup. I wonder if we're going to be seeing.
I mean, we saw the Legion Commander picked by them the other day, and that was really successful.
Yeah, that could be
not as good this time around.
I know it's not very popular, but I'm thinking about it because the Persona is just about to come out. Is there any chance that we see some Invoker here? This is like the best Sunstrike game that I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's like 3 different heroes that can easily set up for Sunstrikes. Not necessarily that Hippomaniacs are that I don't think their lineup is necessarily that easy to play Invoker against. Axe is annoying, Spirit Breaker is annoying, Weaver is also annoying, but could be an option for Newbie. And I guess that means that this is definitely core Shaker, unless we're seeing something weird like
We've seen Topson do.
We've seen position 3 Shadow Demon as well. That's
who's done that?
VP have done it.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen Pasha do that before, but it'd be pretty exciting.
Yeah, that could be hype.
I haven't seen Arwen play either of these heroes though in the positive
That's
role.
true. I'm curious to see what we end up seeing. You favoring either team for the lanes right now?
I mean, Weaver's... It really depends who you pair the Weaver with, right, in order to enable him to have a stronger lane. Right now, you would have to think that he's the safe lane carry, so they've just... Is it 2 mids that we're still waiting on? Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Do you need some form of damage that's going to go through Shikuchi on Newbee's side? Maybe. They've got a decent amount with the Earthshaker and the Juggernaut, but I think they need more. Yeah, I was about to say the OD being banned out. They did see the Troll actually banned out by Newbee before as well, so wasn't the risk of that being a counter. What else could potentially happen here? I don't know. I really think this is a weird Newbee draft.
Yeah.
I prefer Hippo. It's a bit more traditional. You've got good teamfight control. You've got good sustained damage. It's not just like complete burst like it seems like on Newbee's side.
I'm really wondering what SCC is going to be playing. Is he going to be playing Morana or something? No, just Kunkka. Okay, so they've got a lot of lockdown in teamfight. Their egg hitting is not that great necessarily. It's pretty much just the jug.
Yeah, okay. So the Omni Knight is already banned out. I was wondering, like, have Newbee already done that? And they have. So Spirit Breaker's going to have a fine game. Like, there's so much that Bulldoze is going to do this game. It's absolutely ridiculous, actually. But I was wondering if they had already predicted that Omni was going to be a bit of a bane to their existence. But I don't think it would have been the pick.
Do you think any
anyway.
of the... So I think there's still a few good Kunkka counter picks left in the pool. There's like...
Timber?
Razor, Timber, Monkey King.
Yeah.
Does any of those jump out to you as something that Hippomaniacs might look to play here?
I don't mind the Razor. It's good against the Juggernaut. You know, you can get the spin-off, but it doesn't really make much of a difference.
It's true.
Monkey... It's okay. I think you're going to have lots of little instances of damage coming through, so the Mischief isn't really going to do all too much.
Alchemist. Okay.
Oh, the Alchemist, though. Okay. So, man, how are they going to do this?
I don't know if how are Newbee going to do this, or how are
both of them going to do this? It just seems like the draft's all over the place. If you want to go for that sort of Aghanim style, which I don't think he will. I think he's going to go full greed, and then if it does get to the late game, then he can start handing him out.
Yeah.
But there isn't really an obvious person to hand it to either. Like Weaver, he's going to be playing the position 1, so he doesn't really want to be using the time lapse on someone else, you know? Phoenix, yeah, he's got the egg, but they don't really have too many good reusable abilities.
Yeah, that's true. The Aghanim Scepters are not necessarily the best. I do like the Weaver eggs a lot, but I think
as a position 3, it's great.
Your point definitely stands about Weaver doesn't necessarily want to just be using it on the Alch. My one concern is that I don't know if Newbee have enough damage to kill Alchemist.
No,
if he gets ahead this game, right?
I mean, who's going to build the Spirit Vessel, right? That's one of the big things on the team.
That's true.
How are they going to get the kills first? Because we saw a few instances of a Spirit Vessel with 0 charges.
Yeah, not
that's
ideal.
Never what you want to see.
Yeah. So you're favoring?
I'm favoring Hippo.
Hippo?
Yeah, I
think I might be favoring Hippo as well.
You're not gonna be nice and bold and courageous.
I don't know. I'm just Newbee's draft. I think they might win. To be honest,
undefeated. Surely you should bet on them, you know? We'll see.
I really wanted something a little bit more exciting for the mid. But actually, you know what? It's hard to vote against Newbee supports. Okay, maybe I will take Newbee just to
come on.
We'll spice it up a little.
Yeah, a little bit of spice. Honestly, like Newbee, there's a reason they're undefeated. They've been playing phenomenally this tournament.
It's looking spicy.
It is looking spicy. Very nice. I still need to add my little emoticons to all of those.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that. My chat wheel game is actually atrocious.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am not at all good with the chat wheel. I don't have enough keybinds as well for my hero chat wheel either, so I don't even use my hero chat wheel. I've got like multiple heroes at level 6 or whatever, and
you gotta have the level 25, man. It just gives you so many options.
Mr. Winter Wyvern spammer.
Yeah, man. If my Zeus is platinum, maybe Warlock is gold.
Yeah. There you go. Nice.
That's pretty good. Nice and versatile. Don't look at my versatility's pentagon though. It's not looking good.
Oh yeah. Don't go onto your Dota buff and then filter by this ranked season. What's like 90-something games of Winter Wyvern, and then
there'd be more games than that.
Yeah.
90% is a bit much. I would say at least 70%.
What do you think your next most played is behind Winter Wyvern?
This season?
What do you play when Winter Wyvern gets
this
spammed?
season?
Yeah, this season.
I played Jakiro.
Have you always been a Wyvern spammer, or is it just a this ranked season?
It actually started. When did it start? I feel like it was a decent amount of time after. You know the crit at TI meme where he picked Winter Wyvern and it was terrible?
Yeah.
I feel like it started not immediately after that, but a decent amount of time after that. It was like, no, this guy has got all the kits that you need to make a hero work. Let's just do it. I don't know. I just started.
Man, Wyvern was so OP when it first came out.
Oh yeah, you could do damage.
Ranged black hole.
Yeah.
That was
crazy. Absolutely crazy. But we're in it here.
Okay. All right.
Had a bit of a rune
So
contest.
YC got first blood, and now looks like Phoenix is in some trouble.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's looking pretty dead. One more auto attack to do it. Yeah, it's going to be Fenrir grabbing it. All right. There you go. I said it was hard to bet against the Newbee supports, and they are going to Grab 2 kills right out of the gate.
Oh,
and he's
no, please
okay.
no. Okay,
He tried for the courier as well. Not going to be able to get it. At least some good news for you there, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Awen is going to be playing the Shaker, putting some damage in already.
These Shadow Poison stacks. Oh, might even be going on to the SD here.
Oh, he didn't manage to get the one on the Spirit Breaker. Not sure if he got the one on the Weaver. Still stacking him up. Is that 5 now? Okay, no. So he missed a couple. Shaker still doing the damage, but all right, they will be able to get at least one back. Curry picks it up. Another battle here between the Phoenix and the Bane. Interesting that he picked up the Nightmare at level 1. Does not have the point in the...
Maybe just wanted to secure the bounty runes at the very start.
I think he wanted to stop the wave cut as well. If you Nightmare the Axe, then the creeps de-aggro.
Yeah.
But so long as the Phoenix is here, then you can't really do anything because the Phoenix can just either take it off or hold the wave while you wait for the duration. So
Conker's doing reasonably well against the Alchemist here.
Yeah, not a particularly high armor hero, so that's going to come back to hurt him a little bit.
And I think from that previous encounter up towards the top, they would be not too unhappy with how it actually went, with how long it actually took for that Shadow Demon to die.
And they're really pressuring this Phoenix. The spin's actually going to do decent damage. Jug might be able to finish this one off. Phoenix still level 1. And Gia will be able to grab it.
Surprised he didn't go into the tower range, so at least the Jug took a couple of hits from it.
Yeah. Axe chasing down the Bane. Looks like he might get nightmared for the next wave, though. Fenrir still sticking on him. Spirit Breaker taking quite a lot of damage, chewing through his tangos. I would say that there's a region advantage up top here. And charge just to make sure that Curry can get himself a little bit further away, but they just changed targets. Looking for this kill on the SB, though it still is only level 1 Shadow Poison. Can he get that fit stack? Not quite. That would have been a lot more damage. Gets locked down a bit during the Shikuchi, and
he should know that that ward's there. He's been hit a couple of times now.
Yeah. I guess he just wanted to get back. Fenrir heading back to base to heal. And Alk is taking a lot of damage, but CSing nicely at mid.
And this is actually a really big deal for Hippomaniacs, right? Like, they've got a healthy win-loss ratio, but if you finish 4th, that means that you're probably going to be going up against Newbee in that knockout stage. And, you know, when 4th place gets nothing, you want to make sure you're at least part of that top 3.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And yeah, if you can't beat Newbee now, and then you have to play them in a best of 3, see what you're able to do. Fisher comes out, a little bit of damage being done, but it looks like Owen just going to drop. No real opportunity to do anything there. They did have the disruption available, but I think even if he disrupted one, the other hero was just going to take him down.
Yeah. So my Hippo boys are just too OP, man.
Yeah, they're doing well. Building up the lead.
The turnaround.
Nightmare trying to get this Axe up and involved. He's still got a floating skill point. I guess still deciding if he wants the early point and call. I'm interested.
I don't like the full Axed Unleash set. I feel like you got to give him his little blink dagger so that he gets the undies with his name on
okay,
it.
yep.
Yeah.
I still don't have the Axe Unleashed just yet. I need a few.
Oh, you're close.
Few more levels. Yeah, I need like less than 20 levels or something. I'll definitely get it by the end of the battle pass. Give me my Kid Invoker though. That's what I'm all about. I wonder if they're gonna make it. Oh, sorry. Trouble for Weaver. He's got the Shikuchi off cooldown now. 2 stacks, not gonna be enough to kill him. Still more damage on the Spirit Breaker. And they don't have the Shrine available just yet. It's still only 4 minutes into this game. Kunkka wants this bottom rune.
He'll get it.
Fenrir is going to be able to protect him, but Alk trying to put on a little bit of pressure. Nightmare's going to come through. They're going to do some damage, I think. I don't know if they can actually kill him, though. I don't know. Still have the X marks the spot, actually. More hits coming in.
Phoenix might actually do a good job at saving him. And Axe coming through as well. Good rotation. SB charge, too.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. That is actually going to be a Triple C brought down.
Well, I wasn't expecting 4 heroes to rotate
No,
through.
and Jug was also coming over. Lots of people getting involved in that bottom fight.
That's a lot of time wasted. All those creeps were actually under the tier 1 tower, so that's a full wave nearly being denied out to the tower that Jug wasn't able to farm.
Dang.
Look at all the last hits as well for Axe. 40. It's pretty healthy.
Yeah, he's very farmed. And now, how many bounty runes are they going to get on the side of Hippomaniacs?
Probably
Alk's net worth is about to go a little bit crazy.
I'll just get 2.
Okay, just 2 split. Not too bad. God, Axe is so fast with these phase boots first.
Yeah, and that Battle Hunger as well provides a nice little boost for him. I don't know if they'll use the Shrine. Doesn't have enough mana for the Brain Sap either.
Yeah, Fenrir might be in some trouble if we get a bash here. SB still chasing him down.
Ice Frog.
All right, no. Can't quite get it, and that new charge cooldown.
Yeah, he would have been able to in the old days, but
yeah, maybe. Nope. All right, Phoenix about to take some damage. Will he be brought down, though? He's got the dive, but SCCC just finishes him off. All right, enough lockdown.
Those little torrent ticks.
Yeah.
Really putting in work. Oh, and he's in a lot of trouble, though. Oh, they know exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Sticking around for a little bit longer. Just clearing the wave, I suppose.
He's happy to dive. He doesn't have any mana.
Yeah. Owen looking pretty dead. Yeah. Curry finishes him off. Still 4-4 Hippomaniacs. Keeping things close in the early game here.
You'd have to think, though, is a 1k net worth lead enough when you've got an Alchemist on your side? I don't think he's really started the snowball yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's really been hitting up the jungle that much, but that is definitely a cause for concern. I guess the big thing is whether or not, how much ganking they get done with the Jug and the Kunkka. Kunkka rotating bot, they want this kill. Axe doesn't have enough mana to TP out here. Jug also coming across. Shadow Demon makes his rotation through.
He just needs to live for as long as
possible. Down. There's a lot of space, but still, nice kill for SCCC.
And now we can see the Alchemist rotating through that jungle. He's farming a little bit to the right of the Dire Shrine. And I'm sure we'll see that net worth start to skyrocket.
Shaker getting gone on, doesn't quite get the timing there on the Enchant Totem. Does manage to stun up the Phoenix, though, and then a 3-man stun following it up with the Fissure. They're deep under the tower, and the SP's taking a lot of damage. Disruption coming through, but the Sun Ray along with the Beetle. Will it be enough to finish this kill? Looks like it won't quite. And looks like Weaver should be able to Shikuchi his way out of there.
Again, though, it did force the rotation from the Jug, who's falling a little bit behind in terms of net worth.
Yep. Phoenix, nothing up and available, but Shadow Demon also looking pretty low on the cooldown. So. Looks like they won't be able to get him.
And that Phoenix picking up his Tranquil Boots very shortly, only about 200 gold away. That's going to be huge for him. Just being able to stay in that lane, have that constant sustain. Doesn't really have too much mana problem. It's all about the HP.
Jug making the early rotation to the opposing safe lane. We'll see if he can actually apply that much pressure here. I do like that they're giving the bottom lane over to Fenrir, just so that he can catch up, grab a few more levels. Axe can't really go on him solo. Can always just get nightmared potentially, and they can TP some heroes in, so he's going to have to be careful.
I think that Newbee have just realized...
Did Axe change his name to Beyond the Game?
Yeah, I saw that. No, Be on the Game.
Oh, okay.
I think they've just realized that this Axe is not going to be killable. He's had too good of a start.
Charge bottom. Trouble for Fenrir. TP is coming in from the Shaker. Going to try and keep him alive. They've also got the Kunkka coming in. Great Fissure block. Splits this up nicely. And now the Kunkka will be able to get the X-Boat down. Line it up with the Torrent. Easy combo. And Owen
Delta split as well.
That kill.
I wonder if they saw the... like, he had that very slight hesitation as he put that Observer Ward down. So I wonder if they noticed that and they'll de-ward.
Oh, that it got dropped right before. Maybe. It's in an okay spot if they want to keep pressuring that bottom tier 1 tower. Shadow Demon just kind of holding on to mid. Do you like the skill build this game? Looks like he's going to be maxing out the Soul Catcher.
I mean, for his team's lineup, it works really well because it's all about just winning these team fights in a flash, right? Yeah.
Killing one guy with the X-Torrent boat combo, I think, is the biggest thing.
I was wondering, like, because he's been spamming out that Shadow Poison so much, I was thinking that maybe he might have gone into the...
Jug in some trouble up top.
Can't just TP away, though.
Nope, he does have the Axe hot on his heels. A little bit of healing ward.
Battle Hunger
helping out, but there's the Battle Hunger as well, and the auto attacks. Jug still got stick charges. Axe is trailing him quickly. Doesn't actually have the dunk. Just going to have to go for the call, and Curry comes through with one last Shikuchi to finish it off. Phoenix at bottom. Also getting caught out. He'll be brought down as Kunkka rotating over 2 points in the X. Going to see what he can find as CCC looking for some more kills.
I really like that rotation too because they noticed that there was a lot of TPs from the bot lane. Axe might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yep. Oh, they don't land the Torrent actually. He gets just out of range. Disruption coming through. Waiting for the Tidebringer to cool down. Beyond the Game is going to be finished off. Saberlight taking a little trip back to the fountain.
Yeah. But they committed, what, how many... 3 TPs, I want to say, down to bot lane to save that Bane, and then the higher priority target, the Juggernaut, he got gone on with that charge through, and the rest of Hippomaniacs rotating in and didn't actually have the firepower to be able to contest it.
Yeah, Shadow Demon in trouble, just going to get jumped on. It looks like he will be brought down, saves himself for a couple of seconds with the disruption, but the Shikuchi cleans him up along with the illusions. Just ends up being a little bit of bonus farm. Not the best timing there on that Torrent, but the Juggernaut's coming over with a double damage, and the Omni Slash will chop down Muff. Down he goes. And that is going to end up being... Did Fenrir grab a couple of the bottom bounties? Seems like he might have.
I think he got one.
So 3 for Newbee there. Yeah. And Alk still only, I mean, Alk's got decent net worth, but Hippomaniacs still only with this roughly 1k net worth lead. Torrent, boat, couldn't quite get the kill. And Curry just heading for the trees, staying away from the tiebreaker.
Here we go. I feel like this Axe, he had a fantastic early game, but now he's in a a lot more trouble. You know, you're needing more rotation through the team if he wants to survive.
Yep. Chain stun coming through. They don't quite have the grip just yet. And he will be able to walk away. Charge coming through. Like you said, there is the Echo Slam waiting for them to group up on the creeps. Alwyn's just running back into them, and Axe will not be baited, so he just dunks it out onto the Spirit Breaker, looking for that first kill, but they won't quite get it. Sunray chasing to the tree line. Do they have any more help on the way? Shadow Demon is trying to make the rotation. Nice Fisher. Good lockdown. The Phoenix is forced to pop the Supernova just to survive. Disruption's coming in, and they actually kill off Fenrir. They need a bash. They do get it. Dive through, looking for the damage as the Jug now comes spinning into the fight. Healing Ward's going to top everybody off as the spin is not quite enough damage. Jug looking to finish off the Axe kill. Can he get it? Alwyn also looking, and the Fisher will dunk it down. After all of that, it's just the one kill.
One kill.
And the Supernova use.
Supernova. But a 4-for-3 rotation, I think Hippomaniacs are okay with that. They would have liked to have got the Bane as a bit of a consolation prize, but again, it's just more and more space being created for this Alchemist. I wonder how close he is to picking up.
He's got the Radiance getting delivered right now.
He's got the Radiance coming.
Wait, did he get the unstable concoction talent with no points in concoction? Oh, he's got 1 point.
1 point.
Okay, all right.
Just for that little bit of team fight control.
Yeah, he got it at 11. If he'd gotten it at 10 with no points, I would have been very suspicious.
Jug again, all those rotations, and they actually aren't able to follow through on it. Well, it's just a little bit too quick, though, with that Drums able to get away before.
Oh, and the Kunkka looking for the turnaround. You asked who was going to be building the vessel. It is also going to be SCCC this game. Phoenix should be the first target. They're also looking for more, actually. They get the X marks the spot over onto the Axe, dragging him back into the Torrent. Can they actually land this boat? He's slowed down a little bit, but Axe with the phase, which is a little bit too quick, and Alk ready to now fight. He wants the Shadow Demon as the first target, but Kunkka still pretty healthy and still doing decent damage. He's going to look for the cleave. It almost brings down the Axe, but not quite. SCCC killing spree for him. The Jug having to retreat out as he has been hit by the Swarm. Earthshaker, they're chasing in the backlines. SCCC looking for that kill, with the call once again protecting him from the damage.
He's lasting for so long.
Oh, Jug still surviving. Alk with the self-stun. Alwyn going to try and close the gate, holding them off, but Curry still diving in here.
No mana left
Supreme,
on Curry.
All he needs is a little bit of Radiance tick damage onto the Juggernaut, and he will bring him down inside of the tree line. Alwyn also in danger. Fenrir finally coming in with the Fiend Script. The tower's helping out a little bit. Do they actually have the damage to do this? Now the Nightmare coming in. He's still ticking down. The Radiance plus the Acid Spray. Can they finish him off? One more auto attack will do it. And Newbee getting split credit for that kill.
He's going to try and continue, pick off the Bane just at the very end of this fight.
He wants him. I don't think Fenrir has any mana, but he's still pretty fast. Can the SP actually get him? Closing the gap, but SCCC is here. Now he's got the X, the Torrent, the boat, looking for that full combo, and will easily get it.
Even gave a cheeky bottle sip to the Bane there, allowing him to get the Brain Sap off, securing the kill.
Nice. All right, well.
So now you're worried a little bit if you're Hippomaniacs. You know, you got that really great start. You got the Radiance, and then he instantly went to fight. You know, he went the unstable cooldown.
He did get 2 kills.
He got 2 kills, but I mean, surely you just want to extend your lead at that
Dying
point, right?
hurts so much on Alchemist.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I don't see Alks getting involved until they at least have, like, Manta Blink, kind of. That tends to be the timing. You want that additional point up in your ultimate as well. And Alk, the opportunity cost of fighting is higher than on any other hero, right?
Yeah.
Because every minute that you don't spend farming, that's so much net worth that you could have had.
Yeah, your timer is just ticking closer and closer to the point where Newbee's just going to catch up eventually.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that you can make the absolute most advantage of that.
And if you're even on net worth with an opposing hero as an Alk, then you know that you're losing. Because you have an ability which doesn't do anything in fights in the Greevil's Greed, and they're going to have 3 full non-ultimate fighting abilities.
All right, here we go. So we've got a big group up from Hippomaniacs on the bottom side of the map. They might look to pick up this Earthshaker here. 2 Blink Daggers actually coming through onto.
All right, they want the Shadow Demon. He's setting himself up a little bit with the Disruption. Concoction coming through, but they've got the boat. Can this actually keep them alive? Supreme taking some damage. Nice egg positioning. Can they take it out? Jug's going to come spinning in, but they've got the call. They do still manage to finish it off. SCCC, Alwyn with the dunk. Double kill for Alwyn, as now they're just chasing after the Alchemist with these Spirit Vessel charges. Weaver doing what he can, but he doesn't have a whole lot of farm, and looks like SCCC is just going to chase this Alk to the ends of the earth. One more stun from Awin, and SCCC finds himself the double kill. Hippomaniacs, a 4-for-1 fight. Not at all what they were looking for, and a huge win for Newbee.
Awin is playing fantastically this game. You know, getting these key turnarounds onto these team fights, getting 3-man stuns with a single Fisher. We saw him even using the enchant totem to stop the continued aggression underneath that tier 1 Radiant Tower.
Do you like the item build that he's going for?
I mean, he's almost got his Ags. Like, he is about 500 gold away, which
attack.
is absolutely insane 16 minutes into the game.
Do you think it's the right choice this game, though?
I think so. You know, you want something that's able to get you away from something like a Weaver, something like the Phoenix. You know, if you've got those dots on you, there's no way of blinking out of that.
There's a lot of blink dagger cancels, right? Acid Spray, Radiance. Support's teaming up. They've got the Fiend script. Do they actually have enough damage here to kill off the Phoenix? Looks like it should be more than enough. YC secures it.
Really feels like this Phoenix hasn't done anything.
Jump in. They're looking for this Kunkka. Can they actually bring down SCCC? Looks like he should just get burned down. Alk's still chasing. The Radiance ticks plus one more auto attack should be enough. He's juking through the trees. But that is a wicked 6 streak ended for the Alchemist.
Big
Big gold bounty going his way. They might even be able to transition this into taking a tower now, though. Although that Aghanim Scepter is up online, still a minute away of the Echo Slam cooldown. So not going to be able to completely turn it around. You can see even the Shadow Demon is looking like farming up this Tri-Camp area.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Axe still not looking so great. He does have his blink,
Dire's
but
bottom tower is under attack.
not
Radiant's
really
middle
scaling
tower
too much
has
after
fallen.
that.
It was a little slow as well after the fantastic start that he had.
Yeah, had a lot of farm, but then they came and killed him a couple of times. And I think that's always what... Axe seems like by far the best creep cutting hero, but he just doesn't really seem to do a whole lot after that point. Yeah.
I mean, he did get off well, here we go.
Yeah, they got him again.
We did see a really nice call in that previous fight, like trying to save the Supernova, but again, it just wasn't enough. The Supernova was still level 1, it was still only a few hits to kill. Rather than level 2, it just means that, I don't know, the Axe call I think is going to do a bit more if it gets later on, but you'd have to be a bit concerned if you're on Hippomaniacs right now that...
And with that kill, Newbee have actually taken the net worth lead back away from Hippomaniacs. They do have a little bit of lockdown here on this Weaver. Time-lapse getting used, but he immediately gets nightmared as down bottom. They will end up losing the Phoenix. 2-man boat landing. Alchemist getting involved, but can they actually get these kills? SCCC just going to pop the phase boots and run for the hills. Fenrir being left for dead. Will get dunked down. They're looking for a little bit of a turnaround now as the Shaker jumps back in.
He's got the Echo.
Doesn't quite land it. Looking for the chain stun onto the Alk. The Torrent also coming through. Echo, can he get it off? He has been called, but Alwyn is just so damn tanky. I don't even know if they're going to be able to kill him off as he jumps in. Huge Echo Slam. Jump for one more. Look for the Spirit Breaker. The egg is going to pop, but Jug's still fine. And Dandy on full HP. Jump away, but Alwyn is still chasing. Landing every single one of these stuns.
Shaquille O'Neal around here.
Give this man a triple kill. Beyond godlike.
Are fortified.
Yeah, he's dunking on fools for sure.
If you're an off-laner and you're equal essentially on net worth with your carry and mid laner, you have to be having a damn good game.
Yeah, he's having a fantastic time. He's just been everywhere. I feel like his kill participation must be huge as well. Yeah, 11-2 and something.
Crazy.
Wow.
5k net worth lead. And again, it just feels like he's being slowed down so much on this Axe here. He hasn't even got his blade mail yet. Still going to be a little bit away. Might be able to secure, or at least get one item closer to it with those 20-minute bounty runes. But
Max just immediately going to get Fiend Script. Spirit Breaker not canceling the charge. Comes in, hopes for a lucky bash. Not going to find it. Alk does come in, but a nice nightmare dodge from Fenrir. Don't think that's going to be enough to save his life, as he does just get worked down. Saberlight finds the dunk to finish him off. Do you feel like there's an item timing coming up for Hippomaniacs that can maybe start to turn these fights around a little bit? Or?
I mean, you'd have to be concerned about it regardless, right? Because we can see SCCC nearly has his BKB, only 1,000 gold away. Shouldn't be too much time at all until he can actually
battle for the bounty runes. Alwyn doing big damage. He is going to get stunned up, but they've got the healing ward to save him. Demonic Purge under the SB. Alwyn looking for more up on the high ground, but all right. TP out, going to get immediately canceled. Shaker jumps down onto the low ground. And
that range creep giving the little bit of vision needed to be able to pick him off, but if you don't have any sort of CC, there's no way a Weaver's going to stop a TP away.
Yeah, and SCCC meanwhile gets a free solo kill over on the other side of the map, just immediately TPing out. Newbee moving so nicely. And,
even a DD.
Yeah. Jug already picking up the full Mjolnir. I really like this item choice, actually. We were just talking, you were talking previously about, oh, there's so many damage instances and everything else. That's where the static charge is so valued.
If they remember to use it. That's one thing that I really dislike. Like, Mjolnir is a fantastic item if you remember to use it. And I feel like in the craziness that can happen in these team fights, especially with how much team fight ultimates we've got here, you could just sometimes forget to use it. You know, you're more concerned about your positioning and everything else that goes along with that.
We'll keep an eye out for it. Double damage getting bottled up now by the Jug. He's almost level 18.
You reckon they're going to take Roche here? They've got all of their ultimates except for the Fiend's Grip.
Yeah, could be a good option. Yeah, they're just marching straight in. Going to be pretty easy with the DD and the Healing Ward.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And Hippomaniacs, can they sniff this out? That's
even got an Aether Lens here on the Shadow Demon, so just that extra range for being able to save the rest of the team.
Axe isn't there. His TP's on cooldown for only a couple of seconds. Could come over. Alk scouting with the illusions a little bit. Might suspect what's going on. Curry also coming over. He's got his Lincoln Sphere completed. Shaker already with the Yule Scepter. Lots of chain lockdown for him. Can
Axe
jump
coming in from the backside here.
Yep. Axe wants the initiation. Can he find it? Static charge is being used. Roshan's kind of low, but not dead just yet. Bane looking for some kind of initiation on the front lines. They've caught out the Axe. Should just be able to dunk him down, and he doesn't have buyback. No Axe to initiate this fight. That's going to make life so much harder for the Phoenix. He uses the dive just to get up onto the high ground, in fact.
Yeah, they can't delay for 30 seconds. It was divide and conquer for Newbee right there.
Yeah. And they just swarm the Roshan, get the boat buff, and immediately secure
They're even
themselves
chasing
the
after this Phoenix. That's how confident Arwen is here.
Oh, almost got him. If they had the vision, could have hit him with the
even
Yule.
has the Yule Scepter now as well, so just that additional layer of
either keep getting himself out, or you jump in, enchant somebody, hit him, Yules them up, wait for your enchant cooldown, hit him again. Yep. He's going to get jumped, but he's damn tanky. His team is going to be here soon. He's actually just going to go looking for a little bit more additional catch.
As well.
Fisher actually finds the Weaver.
He's dead.
So they have the lockdown. They've got the Fiend Strip. He uses the time lapse, but it's not going to get him out of there, and they will just chop him down. And SCC's even looking for a little bit more. Face puts up onto the high ground. SB trying to juke it. Was he? I guess he must have still been in fog. Yeah.
No, it's daytime.
It's daytime, but I guess he just couldn't see him.
Maybe he had bigger fish to fry. He's like, you know what? I'll let you get away this time.
Maybe his screen wasn't in the right place.
Yeah.
It does happen sometimes.
Resolution wasn't quite there.
Have you seen some of the players that, like, when the tournaments give them bigger monitors, they play, like, on a smaller window?
Like a boarded window, like that sort of thing, yeah. I think KP actually does it.
Yeah, KP is one of those guys. Oh, all right, Alk just going to send out the illusions, but Awen's still chasing for him. He doesn't know it, but he actually landed the stun. Can he go chasing into the trees, looking a little bit further
Phoenix
in?
as well. He doesn't have the sun ray.
I mean, he's getting hit by the Radiance, right? Okay, finally Alk turns the Radiance off.
Dire's middle tower.
So
here we go. They're trying to go in onto the squishier heroes, but even just then,
Awen's still on this guy.
That's a 6th sense.
Yeah. All right, Radiance gets turned back off, but they're pinging inside of the trees. I think that's the Alk pinging himself, perhaps. He wants to cut the next wave, but he's got no vision to work with whatsoever. So waiting to see everybody reappear on his side of the map. And then maybe he'll go for it. Yeah, he's just sending the Manta Illusions out now and does TP over to the Tri-Camps.
It feels like this Weaver's been picked off at the very start of these team fights, or at least he's had very minimal impact outside of maybe getting the Scarabs off.
Do you think Weaver's a good hero at the moment? He did get a little buff last patch, but
in the right draft he's fine. But I think with the amount of team fight that they've got right now on Newbee, there's really not too much you can do. Up as a special
lands. Here comes the lockdown onto the Weaver. Can they actually get any more Demonic Purge coming in? They do get the disruption. They've got the Supernova in a good spot up on the high ground. Looks like they should be able to bring that Shaker, but he's pretty tanky. He manages to get off the Echo Slam and jump himself out of there. They've lost the Axe. Jug's still surviving. Weaver about to get spun down.
This would be a big bounty if they could kill the Earthshaker.
Yep, they do get him. That is going to be the Godlike Streak ended. 900 gold for the Spirit Breaker, but they've got the lockdown under the Alchemist. He's not healing. They've got the Vessel upon him. And looks like Supreme is going to be brought down. Not before they get some Radiant Illusions of their own. And that is a triple kill for Gia as we take a 4-for-1 fight in Newbee's favor.
He's just feeding away those illusions to the tower, though. Come on, where's the efficiency, man?
Where's the farm? They had like a sliver of HP. Come on.
just put him in the lane, you know?
Dire's structures are fortified.
All right. They do want to chip a little bit here. It's not going to be that easy against the Phoenix. Axe is also respawning soon.
It'll be alright with a siege creep, though.
Yeah.
And only 5 seconds away from that healing ward. They probably want to back out before that point. Yeah, just get the tier 3 and back off, I think is the plan. Oh, maybe even going in a bit deeper, realizing the Alchemist is the threat at this point.
Yeah, they're charging in. They want the healing ward. Reaver is going to go forward looking for that, but he uses the time lapse just to get himself back out of harm's way.
I think that's worth it, honestly. The healing ward's doing so much with these tanky heroes, the Conquer, the Jug, and the Earthshaker.
Shaker's going to be rejoining this fight soon. They're splitting their damage across the ranged racks and the melee. As Triple C just wants to make sure that they get something. The jump-in call is going to completely whiff, and now Axe might get turned around on as the Shaker arrives. Torrent does connect. They're deciding if they actually want this fight. Fenrir runs forward. He's going to tank the initiation first. Lots of stuns being used, but they split up the fight with the Fissure. Fenrir is still surviving. The boat is going to catch onto the Weaver. Damage being done. They get the X back into the Torrent. Looks like Spirit Breaker is going to be the first to fall. He does have a buyback available as they push up onto the high ground, but Spirit Breaker buys back. They do get the call onto Alwen. Another Supernova, but Jug just going to try and deal with it. The Radiant's making life a little bit harder, but they still kill out the Phoenix. That's just going to be the Aegis of the Juggernaut, as now the Kunkka kites backwards a little bit, still has the charges. They do get the call. Axe doing damage, but Jug's still pretty survivable. And it's a 4-man Torrent as Triple C lines it up perfectly.
Only 5 seconds away from Omni too.
Oh, Jug, if he survives long enough, the creep wave's pretty much dead. This Omni Slash is going to do a hell of a lot. They're trying to soak it. Who is it going to kill off? It bounces to the Alk. They kill him off. Now Fenrir's rejoined this fight with the Fiend's Grip. S Triple C finds a triple kill. And oh no, Hippomaniacs. Not what they were hoping for, chasing outside of their base. Alk's going to buy back into the game. That's going to buy them a brief reprieve, but they should lose their shrines. They're now down 14k net worth with the Alchemist draft.
Yeah, not very good at all. Phoenix finally coming up and, oh man, a regen. They could even turn this around if they wanted to. They've got the Echo Slam up in about, well, the Earthshaker in about 5 seconds. The Phoenix is pretty much dead.
Dives away. Alk coming in, looking for the stun. They will just go for Fenrir first once again. Kill him off. No opportunity to buy back. They do have the X-Buck spot also going elsewhere, but Spirit Breaker just getting walked down by the Juggernaut. Gia does the damage. They're going for the backlines, but Alwen is here to protect. He's got the chain lockdown. They kill the Weaver, and now it's just Supreme left alive.
This is GG.
Yeah, this is going to be the end of it. They drag him back into the Torrent, gets out one last stun, but Jug just crits him down, and Hippomaniacs, they realize that that's it for them. They call the GG. And that is going to end their group stage with a 4-3 record.
Yes, I believe so. Still pretty healthy. I would say that's enough to get into the top 4, I would say.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I think with the other teams that they would have come up against that they might have beaten, I think they're probably the ones that they are going to be contesting against, right?
Yeah.
So it should be okay. I think we heard from Lyrical that they lost to Thunder Predator, I believe. Hippomaniacs.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're like way down the board. So I think it's pretty safe in terms of head-to-head matchups, in terms of who could potentially take away that top 4 spot from them.
Yeah. And the other story, of course, is that Newbee with the clean sweep.
Undefeated.
7-0 group stage record. They're not going to have to play any tiebreakers. They're chilling.
Yeah.
Number 1. They will have to see who their opponent will be tomorrow.
4th place. It might be Hippo again.
Yeah, it could very well be Hippomaniacs again.
In a best of 3 as well, so it's not, complete do or die in a best of 1. So could change
what went wrong for Hippo to you? Are Newbee just the better team? Were there drafting problems?
Insane for one. I think the Phoenix really didn't do much at all.
The position 3 comparison is a little bit lopsided, right? The Axe gets his blink, but they can't really kill anybody. Meanwhile, Alwen farms a super fast phase Soul Ring Ags and just goes on to completely dominate the game.
I feel like maybe the Alchemist should have gone into a bit more of a farming build than he did. We saw him go into
greed it a little bit more.
Yeah, he got the Unstable Concoction talent, cooldown reduction, and he got the Blink Dagger very early on. Those things could have got him, an earlier Mantisal, for example, and allowed him to continuously push out the other lanes, put a bit more pressure on it. I think they actually only ended up taking 1 tier 1 tower on Hippomaniac's side, and that was the mid tower after winning.
The talent, he has to get the talent eventually, right? It's
because
he was level 11.
Yeah,
he can't get more ult. He can't get.
But he could have got attack speed. Like, that would have allowed
That's
him to
true.
farm a
But
bit
most
more.
people go for the concoction.
Most people
cooldown.
do. But in terms of, like, Blink Dagger, for example, I'm not
True.
really feeling
I
it.
do think that overall he just could have farmed a bit more
Yeah.
before he started to join the
Yeah,
fight.
absolutely.
That would have been.
It puts a lot more pressure on the map. It means that you're not all in on one particular strategy. Yes, Axe can create a lot of space, but you really at least needed to take the tier 1 towers and get a bit more map control on the Radiant side of the map.
Yeah. And our next match is going to be
Signal and Germany,
versus Germany.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty important match for both of those two teams. They're kind of in the middle of the pack.
Yep, middle
at
band.
the moment. So a win either way could be that particular matchup could be the difference between one of those two teams making it through to the playoffs.
I think it pretty much is, honestly.
One of them going to vacation mode.
Yes. Which is pretty good, honestly. Like, Xi'an, there's a lot of good vacation
We're being well taken
spots.
care of, for
I've
sure.
heard that they're going to be going and seeing the Terracotta Warriors, the teams that don't make it through. So it's a pretty good consolation prize if you
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Be pretty exciting.
We're probably not even going to get to go.
Yeah, I
and see
know,
it.
but
we haven't had the time.
That's the
unfortunately.
life of a caster,
Yeah,
you know, right?
Well, it's a shame because for this event we had a couple of buffer days and stuff like that, but
Just didn't happen.
just didn't quite work out. It's
Yeah.
always like you see the hotel, you see the venue. We did get to explore a little bit. We
Yes,
got
we
to
did.
see the pagoda.
Yep.
And
That was
walk
really nice,
around
and some really good food as well, which is great.
for sure.
Still got a couple of days left. One of the, I believe he's the Chinese Hearthstone caster, Timon. He's going to be
He's been
showing
looking
us
after
around
us.
tonight.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And he's like an IRL streamer as well, and he gets like thousands of viewers. So we're here with a celebrity, which is really cool.
Yeah. Any other closing thoughts on? So. What are the other? I guess we don't. We'll have a look at the other standings once we come back.
Yeah.
We're going to head to a break. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll be back for Signal versus Germany in a bit.